Hey, Liam Ward here at LearnTheHarmonica.com. Welcome to Blues Harmonica for Beginners Lesson 1. So I have just released a premium course that goes through all the things I think that you need to know as a beginner blues harmonica player, and you can find out more about that via the link. But what I thought I would do is give you some tips and tricks in some free YouTube lessons just to get you inspired and to get you started. So in this first lesson we are going to look at a solo, and really the idea behind that solo is just to get you familiar with playing over a 12-bar blues, feeling that rhythm, listening to the track, breathing properly, and hopefully just having a bit of fun. You're going to need a C diatonic harmonica. I am using a special 20, but you can use any key of C diatonic harmonica for this lesson. So we'll go through the tab line by line, and I also have a set of backing tracks available which you can buy via the link in the description as well. So anyway, let's get on with the tab for this solo. So our first line goes okay, so I am playing the bottom three holes of the harmonica, 1, 2 and 3, all together. So I'm not even having to isolate a single note at this point. We'll do that in future lessons. But I'm just breathing in, and I'm breathing in 7 times. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But try not to make them completely separate breaths where you're heaving. I'm just kind of going ah, da, 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 da. I'm trying to not pull too much. If you're pulling on that air, it's going to give you bad habits. So we want to make sure as beginners we're learning good habits. So you just want to think of the air coming in and filling your lungs rather than forcing it in any way. Let the instrument do the playing for you. So that's our first line, and we actually need to play that twice in a row. So. Okay, and you'll notice between those two, I'm just taking a little breath out. I kind of exaggerated it by pulling the harmonica away a little bit, but you can just breathe out through your nose or just kind of force the air out either side of the harmonica rather than actually pulling the harmonica away. And actually you want to try and keep that harmonica near your mouth as much as possible, because if you get into the habit of taking it away, 2 things will happen. 1, you'll then struggle to get the harmonica back to your mouth in time for the next line if you get too complacent. And 2, you'll actually start to look at the harmonica and try and find the holes with your eyes rather than listening with your ears to the sound and using your ears to tell you what notes you're playing. So you actually want to try and keep that harmonica in your mouth if possible. So that's our first line, and we play that twice. And then our second line, we're doing the same thing but on the blow. So holes 1, 2 and 3, all of those holes together, and just breathing out. Again, not forcing the air. If you try and push that air out, it's going to mess the sound up. And the reason we're playing a different note now or different air direction is because the chord has changed on the 12-bar blues. The 12-bar blues is the most common form of blues, and we want to really get comfortable with playing along with it. I'm not going to go into the structure in this lesson because we just want to feel it and get comfortable with how it sounds, but I do have lessons on 12-bar blues structure, and I cover that in the premium course as well, so you can find that in my other videos. So up until now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we go back to that first line. because the chord has actually gone back to the same chord as we started on. And then we've got a couple more lines, so our next one is... So for this line, we are trying to hit 2 holes rather than 3. So we're just trying to narrow it down that little bit more. And we're trying to hit holes 4 and 5. So it's a bit train whistle-y, kind of an old-fashioned steam train whistle. And we're going 3 draw breaths. And then 3 blow breaths. Okay. Okay, good. And then our final line is this. So it's kind of a combination of some of the stuff we've done up to this point. So we're doing 1, 2, 3 draw, and we're doing that 3 times. And then just to finish, and this is difficult because we've got to move quickly. So we've got 1, 2 and 3 draw, and then we go 4, 5 blow, 4, 5 draw. Okay. And that would take us to the end of the 12-bar blues and the end of this solo. So those last 2 lines, if I play those together, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So that takes us, as I say, to the end of the solo. Let's have a go at playing it together. I won't put the backing track on at this point. We'll just get familiar with the lines and then we'll try it with the backing track afterwards. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, really, really, really good. So that is our solo. Now, the only thing that's left is to play it with a backing track, and that can be easier said than done. The backing track can be a scary thing to play along with at first, because what you've got to do is not only listen to what you're playing, but listen to what you're playing over, in this case, the backing track, which can be scary, but if you can play those lines that we've just played, then you can play over a backing track. So we're going to have a go at doing it together. I'm going to put the backing track on, play it, and just see if you can play along with me. Don't worry if you don't get it right at first. It's just about having a bit of fun, and this can take some time to get used to doing. So let's stick the track on and have a go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really well done. So that is your first blues harmonica solo played, and you have played over a backing track as well, which is a great achievement as well. If you'd like to get hold of some backing tracks, I have a full set of different blues grooves that you can buy by clicking the link in the description below. And also, if you're really interested in learning blues harmonica and you'd like to take a step-by-step course learning all the important skills as a beginner player, then check the link to that in the description below. Please click like on this video and subscribe to my channel for free harmonica lessons every single week. And I will see you next week when we'll be looking at playing some licks and also playing single notes as well. I'll see you then. Cheers.